Okay, so what I'm about to say is going to upset quite a few people. Okay, so by now most of you have heard about the Tyre Nichols situation. Here is the uncomfortable truth. During my nearly 15 years as a police officer, and many of you know I worked for an all-white department, and I was in a predominantly white area. Surrounding towns were predominantly minority. However, in my time as a police officer, the worst treatment of people of color came at the hands of officers of color, hands down, without a question. I saw it quite a bit during my time as an officer, and it was always uncomfortable for me. I didn't like it. You know, quick backstory, you guys know, he was allegedly pulled over for reckless driving, erratic driving, and of course the camera footage shows that he was not driving erratically. The people who did this were five black officers. The police chief is a black female. The town council, city council, predominantly black. So this is, for anyone who says this has anything to do with race, is just simply trying to make things up and try to stir the pot, because this is not a race-based thing. This is a culture-based thing. To me, this was the most disgusting act of police brutality I've ever seen. But it's no surprise to me that the worst beating of a black man of our time, which resulted in his death, came at the hands of black officers. That is of no surprise to me whatsoever. And a lot of people are like, well, what are you talking about? If you believe what the media is telling you, you're going to make you believe that every time a black man is pulled over by a white police officer, his life's in danger, he's going to get shot, he's going to get killed, all this stuff. But like I said, you talk to enough police officers, they will tell you, black officers, I've seen in my time, in my personal experience, I've seen black officers treat black men and black women horrifically, way worse than I've ever seen white officers treat people of color. Ever. Hands down, not even close. This was not passively kneeling on a neck, which led to the death of George Floyd. This was a savage beating. Here we're talking about a young man that was handcuffed and calling out for his mother. Now, we all know the entire country would be on fire if this was a group of 5 white officers. One, I think it was Van Jones, said this is about white supremacy. 5 black officers working for a police department that has a ton of black police officers on it and a female black police chief. Somehow, this freaking idiot is saying it's about white supremacy. Now, like I've said before, you can't judge all by the actions of some. I can't even tell you how many outstanding black officers I've met. And in training after my police career, met a ton of great, phenomenal, outstanding, respected, great police officers of color, men and women. But I feel like there is just this comfort of black officers mistreating black people on the street, on patrol. I've seen them talk to them like pieces of garbage. Some of you know the situation with Amadou Diallo. We all know the stories. This was worse. I can't tell you how gut-wrenching it was to watch that video. Like I said, I did the job long enough, and that's why I'm saying I'm not surprised. Pray for this young man's family. And they're praying for peace and asking for peace. Of course, no one cares about what the family's asking for. No one cares. Let me know what you think about this situation.